Hello guys, it is Gate of Theories here, and the new Lightyear trailer has made the internet go wild with confused faces about who Chris Evans' Buzz Lightyear is in the new Pixar film, and how this new Buzz formed the Tim Allen Buzz Lightyear from the Toy Story films we all love. Because there's people saying Chris Evans' Buzz Lightyear is the actual Space Ranger in the Toy Story universe, and the toy is therefore based on a real person. But there are others saying Chris Evans' Buzz Lightyear is a fictional Buzz Lightyear made in a sci-fi movie, and the toy is based off this sci-fi movie franchise in the Toy Story universe. Which would mean we are watching a film that is a film in the Toy Story universe, but the Toy Story universe is a film franchise in our universe, and it just becomes very complicated. But what I'm mainly caring about is how does this all relate to the overall Pixar theory? Because if any of these theories are true, it changes the theory to a new level. No longer will it be a linear timeline from start to finish with occasional time-travelling doors. Instead, it could turn into something like a four-dimensional meta Pixar universe, which could get complicated very quickly. And on a side note, we've now learned that the actual character is called Buzz Lightyear. Like, how cool were the parents for naming their child Buzz Lightyear? I just love it. But before we go any further, please make sure that you click that red subscribe button down below and have your notifications turned on so that you get notified every time we make any brand new Pixar videos. So, Lightyear was first announced back in Disney's Investor Day 2020 as
it's a science fiction adventure film unlike anything we've done before.
And the head of Pixar, Pete Docter, explains what Lightyear is exactly.
We designed Buzz Lightyear with the idea that he was a toy based on some really cool character from an epic blockbuster film. Time to make that film.
What this all basically confirms is that Chris Evans' Buzz Lightyear is a character from a film in the Pixar universe, like how Woody and Buzz are characters from films in our universe. This means that when we're watching this movie, we're actually going by two steps. Not only the step from our reality into the Toy Story reality, but then from the Toy Story reality into the Lightyear reality. Basically saying the Toy Story universe created by Pixar is just like our universe with movie franchises and blockbuster films. Which we all knew was the case, but it's still strange to get your head around. It kind of reminds me of Ralph Breaks the Internet, where in the WreckIt Ralph universe, they had their own version of Disney and the Disney productions, like the Disney Princesses and Star Wars, in the internet world that WreckIt Ralph created. So, how could this fit into the Pixar theory? Well, the simple answer could just be that it takes place as a film in the Pixar universe, coming out around the time of the Toy Story films. And yes, that is true, but now this opens up another opportunity for the Pixar theory. A one that takes place in the universe the Lightyear film is creating. Almost like a second timeline that goes behind the original Pixar films. A universe where robots and flying ships are all common, as well as advanced technologies and time travelling using the sun. But all of this now creates the question of which Pixar movies fit on which timeline, the original one or this new one. Up to now, we've always thought every Pixar film sits on this linear timeline, but now this has opened up the door for us to rethink everything and fill in any plot holes. Do you think it's likely that Cars evolved in a universe where humans used to drive cars? Well, maybe Cars goes in this second Pixar timeline. Can you find a way how Onward with its elves and magic fits into the original Pixar timeline? Well, maybe it fits into this new one. This new Pixar Metaverse, I'm going to call it, completely changes the original Pixar theory we all thought about. Because with all of the new Pixar films recently, it's definitely felt like this old theory is becoming outdated and disproven left, right and centre. This could give the way for this theory to grow again. And the only films that we have confirmation of that don't go into this new second timeline are the Toy Story films. But even then, all of the toys who we follow in the Toy Story films might have been based off shows and books of their own in the Pixar Metaverse. We know Woody, Jessie and Bullseye originated from a TV show called Woody's Roundup, which presumably takes place in the same universe as the Lightyear films, so maybe this is the same with all the toys. And if you really want to get confusing about the new Pixar Metaverse, it could go on forever. We are watching these Pixar films. However, in the Pixar universe we have Inside Out, who have emotions, and each emotion might have emotions, and each of them might have emotions on top of their emotions. So if we get our heads around that, we finally come to the main Pixar timeline we're all used to. However, the humans in the Pixar timeline have created movies like Lightyear, which has its own unique laws and universes. And in that universe where Lightyear is set, they might have their own separate universe creating all of these things. And while all of this is happening, we are watching it and it just gets so confusing and it begs the question, what if we are in a metaverse already? A simulation, a framework, and now I'm really worried because I think Pixar has created the Matrix. But anyway guys, that is how Lightyear fits into the Pixar Metaverse. Guys, what do you think? Do you reckon this could explain so much about those Pixar films that never seemed to fit into the original Pixar theory, but now could fit into the second theory and could make a bit more sense? Or do you think that it's just gone too far now and maybe we need to just stop this theory altogether, as when it was originally created it seemed fine, but now it's just got too far? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments, and as always, we've been here on Creative Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.